What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Of course, I am John from JFM Development. Welcome, everybody. It's been quite a week. Julie, hey, how's it going? Congratulations on winning the giveaway, by the way. Gentleman Z-Liquid, what's up? Vape Cleric, what's going on, man? David, hey, what's up? K. Ari, what's going on? I'm hurrying. Let's go. Yes. Anyways, the Vaping Buckeye, what's going on, man? James Rivera, hey, good to see you here, bro. Wow, so many people here already. Tommy, what's going on? Hey Jeff, I tried your suggestion about tweaking Chris's Smurf Cake clone and it was on point. I don't know if you're talking about me because I made a suggestion for his Smurf Cake clone, but my name's John, not Jeff. But yeah, I made a comment on his Chris's Smurf clone video because he was probably using the flavors that he had available to him. But I made the point being, Vape Wild retails e-liquid for about $5.99 if you buy it directly from their site, and this is their non-pre-steeped version. So if they can afford to do it for $5.99, they're not gonna. I didn't think they were gonna cut flavor into their profit margins because it would take up a quarter of their profits from $5.99 compared to cost of how much the flavorings actually cost. So I suggested blueberry graham waffle from Flavor West, which is a lot cheaper of a flavor with a similar flavor profile, which would probably get you the same results as or similar results to Flavor Blueberry Muffin. So yeah, I'm not surprised it worked. It definitely, I don't think they would use such an expensive flavor because again, $5.99, that mix would probably cost like upwards of, it'd be a lot more expensive. I don't even think Flavor was out when they came out with that flavor either. So, but he was probably using what he had available, and it probably tasted good too. So hey, it is what it is. Oh yeah, no worries about it, man. I've been called so many different names, but usually people just call me JFM, and that's fine. Yeah, thanks, James Rivera. Please remember, give a thumbs up to the show. So, anyways, welcome. Right now, I'm vaping on quite a few different things. I am probably going to release a recipe today. First one being, I actually made like a serial killer type recipe. And I was kind of craving cereals, and this one came out really, really good. So I hope you guys like cereals. It's very good, it's very well balanced, and it's complex at the same time. Very tasty, but I have some great news for you guys. Oh, it's so good, man. It's so good. Yeah, so I think I'm going to release this one. I'm ready to let it go into the wild. Definitely want another good cereal vape up on my ELR account. Sorry if you guys hear banging. My nieces do live upstairs in the second floor apartment, and they can be little monsters. And I try to tell them I'm streaming, and they think what I do here is cool, but, kids will be kids. So if you guys hear banging in the background, please don't mind it. But anyway, so yeah, I'm also vaping on these awesome coils, by the way. You guys, a lot of you guys, like, are in live streaming in the vape community on YouTube, so you guys probably know who Yeti is, right? Yeti, he makes coils. He makes premium handmade coils, like complicated ones, like frame, stapled, fused, clapped, and staggered, all these different cool coil builds, right? So finally, I broke down, and I ordered from Yeti, all right? I got this little package. I ordered 2 sets of coils, okay? I ordered the staple fused Claptons, I believe they're called, and then I got also fused Claptons as well, stainless steel fused Claptons. And I wanted like a big nice build for my goon, so I could put a cool big build in it. And then I wanted just some Claptons to throw on my troll. And let me tell you, man, the flavor on these freaking coils are unbelievable. And let me tell you the difference real quick. Not only am I getting excellent flavor from these coils, but something else I'm noticing, alright? You guys know I love sweetener, but the downside of sweetener is they beat the crap out of your coils. And I used to buy these Waterfall coils that come in like these little comp wire bags right here, okay? And, I thought they were, pretty premium. They're definitely above average, above the ones that you get in those wheels that come from China. So they were a little bit of a step up, but, they're nothing compared to these Yeti coils. And let me tell you why. I'm on day 3 of constantly vaping on them, and usually by now with the other coils, I'd probably have to change my cotton and do a burn off. But I haven't had to do a burn off yet. I mean, my cotton's kind of getting to the point where I probably should change it, but the coils, they aren't even gunked up yet. They don't even need to be dry burnt. That's freaking amazing. There's a huge difference. I wouldn't have thought it, but hey, it's awesome. And let me just tell you how good this guy is, and then I'll get back to my show. I know the show isn't really about coils, but let me just get into this real quick. This guy is a freaking awesome guy. So not only did he send me the coils I ordered, but he also hooked me up with an extra set of fused Claptons. So that's great. I have an extra pair, but these ones seem like they're gonna last for a long time, which is good. But not only that, he gave me a pad of cotton, Japanese cotton. I don't use Japanese cotton, but that's really nice of him. But this was my favorite touch right here, okay? He wrote me a personal letter, okay? Literally. He wrote me a personal letter. He's like, thank you very much for your recent order on YetiWire. I can't thank you enough for your amazing support. Without my awesome patrons, I would no longer be here. You all are unbelievable. I could never thank you enough. I appreciate I appreciate my customer more than you would ever know. Thank you, Yeti. I mean, come on, guys. Like, this guy is an amazing dude, okay? He's amazing. If you guys haven't checked out YetiWire, I mean, I know he does have very good prices on coils for what they are, but we all know that premium coils can get expensive. But let me tell you something. Once in a while, go treat yourself out to one. If you use an RDA, once in a blue moon, just try to put some money aside and treat yourself to one. Check them out, YetiWire.com. Like, I mean, I can't afford to be buying premium coils all the time like that. But let me tell you, for what they are, and if they do last as long, then you know what? It's not even that bad of a price because they'll last longer. But treat yourself once in a while. It's definitely an experience, and it's helping out the community. So make sure you go check him out, okay? The guy's an awesome freaking dude. Alright, let's see. I know somebody just tagged me right here, so let me just see what's going on. I want to like cereals, but haven't found the right one yet. Hey, well, Bonnie, maybe this one will be the one. I'm telling you, it's freaking amazing. It's freaking amazing. Yeti does make some amazing coils, and they're handmade, not machined. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're definitely handmade. You can tell. Like, they look different, like, than like any kind of like ones you'd buy from like Waterfall or anything like that. Vape Clark says, at JFM Development, how is everything? I just picked up the Azeroth RTA, and it's a beast, definitely worth it, man. The flavor and cloud production is phenomenal. Triple alien build, dude, you gotta try it. Yeah, man, I definitely... See, here's the thing, okay? a lot of people like aliens. Shoot, I love aliens too. But here's my problem with aliens, and it's just the way I vape. Like when I have an RDA built, when I run out of batteries, I like to just be able to throw it on whatever mod I have going, like whatever mod that has batteries that are good. So like say one mod runs out of batteries, I want to be able to, if I'm vaping a certain liquid in that RDA, I want to be able to just untwist it, put it on another mod. Now the problem with the aliens, or at least all the ones I've tried, maybe they're better aliens for what I need it for, but all of them seem to ohm out very, very low. Like usually the minimum is like 0.08. I found out I haven't really found any aliens that ohm out higher than that. And the problem with that is a lot of mods don't fire that low unless you're using a mech. I mean, Sigelis I just found out can, and they do okay, but still it's very low, and sometimes it's a problem for the way I vape. But they are definitely some delicious coil. I usually vape those on my Noisy Cricket 2, or my original Noisy... Oh wait, not my original Noisy Cricket. My Noisy Cricket 2 in parallel mode. Not series, but parallel mode, and it's freaking amazing. Let's see, things this week. Alrighty, so I have some freaking amazing news, guys. Okay, if you couldn't figure it out by the description of this video or by the screen where you see the JFM logo and then it's flashing the flavor art, well, guys, I have some amazing news. JFM Development is now sponsored by Flavor Art North America. Okay? Yes, they saw my channel, they like what I'm doing, they want my feedback on certain flavors, so they sponsored the channel. So one stream a week is definitely going to be a Flavor Art sponsored stream. It's going to definitely have some Flavor Art content in it, and actually one of the recipes I'm going to be mixing up today is Flavor Art. Well, there's Flavor Art flavors in it. Alright, so thank you Flavor Art North America for sponsoring JFM Development. And what this will allow me to do is it'll allow me to have access to more flavors and to be able to, obtain them so I can actually speak on them and all that great stuff. Which, there isn't another company that I wouldn't be more happier to be sponsored with, because Flavor Art is definitely an amazing company. They have some amazing, the most authentic fruits you can find out of any flavor brand. And you can take that to the bank. I'm telling you, you can't find a company that does it like the way they do. And the great thing about Flavor Art is they're not only an awesome and unique flavor company, but here's what's awesome about Flavor Art, okay? They do testing on their flavors. They do a lot for the community. They're very community active. They're a bunch of DIYers like us. And the things they do is like they actually research these flavors. They have this program called the Clear Stream program where they look at all the flavors and how it affects into vaping and like the different compounds that go into the flavors, and they actually have a research lab and they do all that stuff, and all the information is public. And I put a link to the Flavor Art North America in the description. Go check them out if you want to know how the flavors are made, what's in them, what are the risks, and all that great stuff. Flavor Art has you covered. Make sure you guys go check that out. So, anyways, today I got the vape mail, okay? They sent me, what happened was, they sponsored me and they gave me gift cards for Nick River. And they were like, you know what, go pick yourself up some flavors, and try them in recipes. Sample them and let us know what you think, make videos about them and all that great stuff. So there's definitely a set flavors that I am going to go about first, but today I wanted to do a vape mail video, okay? I want to show you exactly what they showed me and what I'm working with and what's to come to the channel. And then we're going to make an awesome recipe. Alright. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything before I continue. Also, another good recipe, if you guys haven't tried it yet, I have this blueberry donut recipe. It's amazing. But not only that, there's also this gentleman in our Facebook group, which I want to try as well, which I might be featuring in a video tomorrow because everybody is raving about it. And what it is it's a blueberry muffin recipe, and it's from the JFM Development Group. So let me just go look for it real quick. I'm going to share the screen. Share desktop right. Facebook. It's this blueberry muffin recipe, but it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay. So where is it? Like, I've been hearing nothing but awesome stuff about it. And Larry from Country Living, he actually reviewed it as well, and he said it's to die for. So you guys, I want to spotlight this mixer real quick because he's doing a good job, and he deserves the spotlight. I told you guys I would do this for any of you guys. If you guys are doing something amazing, I will let people know. Okay, so here it is right here. This is new recipe right here. This is the ELR link. Okay, so he's calling it Blueberry Muffin Goodness. As flavor art bilberry in it. Blueberry extra. Blueberry graham waffle. Excellent flavor, by the way. That flavor is just amazing. It's a hidden gem. Blueberry muffin from Flavor, brown sugar, cake yellow, cake batter, cookie from Cookie Biscotto, golden butter, sweetener, and vanilla whipped cream. Is all the makings for an excellent blueberry muffin vape, for sure. Even when I looked at it, I'm like, dude, I know this one's gonna be good, and we need to mix it up. But guys, definitely check that out. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna copy and paste this link if you guys want to check this out. This is for the blueberry muffin. Oh yeah, and Julie, thank you very much. By the way, I think I did mention this already, but if you guys didn't know, hold on, let me go back to the other camera. If you guys didn't know, Bull City finally released Strawtastic on Bull City flavors. So if you guys are interested in the Strawtastic recipe and want to get the recipe pack, make sure you go hit up bullcityflavors.com and go pick it up. So that's now available. And again, thank you guys, because again, now that wouldn't be possible without you guys. For real, it isn't. Dave Clark says, dude, that's awesome. You're in Bull City. I see you shining. Ah, thanks, buddy. Thank you. All right. So let's get to the vape mail. All right. So the first thing I got is Flavor apple pie. Now, I was going to put it in a way so you guys could see the bottles, but like I was having trouble with the light and the focus, and I kind of wanted to keep the other setup in a way where I could actually do the mixing later without having to change too much stuff. But you know, Nicotine River kind of has their own bottles anyways, but this one's Flavor Art Apple Pie. You know, they have their own kind of look to the bottles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this on my hand. Oh, that's interesting. It's interesting because it smells like there's like grainy notes, like it must be their pie base, but I can also smell a little bit of, it smells a little bit like APs in there, like acetylpyrazine. Try it out the back of my hand. That's nice because I'm getting the pie-ness, okay? It definitely has that cookie biscotto type pie crust. It kind of has that same buttery crust type to it, at least off the hand. And the apple is there, but it's good because it doesn't really have too many cinnamon notes from the taste of it. But it also tastes like it's more of a red apple. But it's very good. If not anything, for definitely the pie crust. Like, I can definitely taste the crust in it. So, again, I'm still trying to master a nice apple pie. So, you guys know that that's coming. You know what? I would imagine this would mix well with Flavor apple filling. I think, oh man, these two are going to go perfect together, okay? So, we got Flavor Art Apple Pie was the first one. The next one is, I already had this one. I've already tried this one, so I'll just say it. This one's Flavor Art Bilberry. Now, I got more of this because a lot of my recipes use this flavor. If you guys don't know about Flavor Art Bilberry, it's one of the best flavors to achieve a blueberry-like flavor. Now, bilberry is different than blueberry, but bilberry is, it's an excellent, like, it's like a real-to-life, natural, like, it gives you like a real-to-life, natural, like, blueberry flavor almost when you mix it with other blueberries. And use it at like sub percentages, like 0.5% and stuff like that. You don't want to use it too high because it'll get a little musky. It kind of just builds your blueberry flavors. It's really nice. Again, sorry about that banging. My nieces, they're just, ugh. Okay, so next up, Flavor Art Caramel. Now, you guys probably know that Country released this Godly Scotch recipe, right? And I was raving about it the other live stream, and it's just a very good flavor. So it's been wanting me to start doing some more caramelly and butterscotchy flavors. Again, it smells like caramel. That's good. It tastes like caramel drizzle. Yeah, that would go awesome. Now, the one thing that I would definitely probably need in some of these is definitely some sweetener. I mean, I'm so used to freaking sweetener now. And that's one thing Flavor Art doesn't do. Flavor Art doesn't do is sweetener. And I think I was watching a live stream once, and I guess they don't believe in sweetener. Like, they like using like stuff like Flavor Art pear and other different things to sweeten up their vapes. But I'm a sweetener type of guy. But I think sweetener and this caramel would make a nice caramel syrup for sure. All right, let me clear my palate. All right, so followed up by Catalan cream. Now, I'm always looking for new cream bases, and Catalan cream intrigued me. I already have Vienna cream and Tyrone and Cream Fresh and all those other ones from Flavor Art and Fresh Cream, but I didn't have Catalan cream. So I'm gonna look at the resources right here and see. Here's also what I do when I get new flavors, what you guys should look into doing. Let me show them my right desktop. Okay, so when I'm getting new flavors in and I'm trying them out and I want to learn how to use them in a recipe or get an idea of what the community are using them as percentages, I mean, yeah, sure, you could use the rule of 1% or 3% depending on your taste level and all that. But also another good way to figure out, where to start, what the flavor's about and all that, and get just a little bit more information is you go into ELR, you go into this resource tab right here, and you click flavor list. Now in flavor list, if you type the ingredient, which is Catalan cream, and you press enter, what will happen is you'll get results for the flavor. So here's the one from FA. You can see that has 9,343 recipes. You click that one, okay? And what this will bring up is stats on this flavor, okay? So such as the average mixing quantity in recipes. So people usually use it at 1.5% to 2%. So it's somewhere around there. And as a single flavor, people use it at like 3%, okay? So, in other words, again, they use the single testing rule, 3% rule with this, but if you're mixing it with the recipe, like 1.5 to 1.8%. So it'll give you the percentages on what you should probably use. Now, also, if you go down here, you can go to notes, okay? So if you go down to notes, this will tell you the community's flavor notes for this recipe. Okay, so like for example, Dragunov, he puts it turns FA espresso into a slightly vanilla coffee. Go very light on the espresso, using a combination of Catalan cream and Vienna cream with espresso is the beginning of many fantastic Starbucks like coffee vapes. Okay, so he is making a coffee. Let's see, that's not in English. All right, right here. So this cream has a sharper, brighter, spicier flavor than Vienna cream. It's a sweet flavor, but it's not as sweet as Vienna cream. The creamy vanilla is similar to FA's vanilla Tahiti, but Catalan cream also has caramel, more like dulce de leche and FA caramel, and a hint of spice. I think it's cinnamon. It's bold enough to stand out to any other flavors you add, even strong berry flavors, and still notice many people enjoy the vape as a standalone flavor. So again, it's another cream base. So let's try it on the hand. Okay. Yeah, I get that. I kind of do taste a little bit of a back note of like maybe a cinnamon. But it's very faint. It's very faint. And it does seem like it would definitely work well in a coffee vape for sure. Or maybe some other bakeries that have cinnamon notes in it. But again, even if it doesn't have a cinnamon note, it's not that crazy of a cinnamon note, but it's just barely there. But it's good. It's good. I'm going to definitely single test these for sure. Okay, let's see. Let me just check the comments, make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright. Wayne's worried about his package. Hey, Wayne, everything. I'm coordinating with everybody. All the winnings and giveaways and all that is all going out Wednesday. I'm waiting for one more thing because I have an Easter egg. And I got to make my way to the post office. So all the giveaways and giveaway things. I have your box all set up right here. Everything's good to go. Don't you worry. It's just taking longer than I thought it would. But everything's going out Wednesday. I have a package coming Tuesday with the Easter egg to finish off Thad's shipping. And I'm just going to ship everything all at once. So don't worry. It's still coming. It's just taking longer than I expected. Alright. So let me see. Did I miss anything else? Yeah, thanks Country Living for saying that. Yeah, see, what you guys don't realize is, like, when I'm doing mixing and stuff, okay? Like, I try to spend as much time mixing as possible, and sometimes I have to, like, shut off online stuff because I get messages all day long. And what will happen is, if I don't shut off my stuff, I'll never get any work done. And even sometimes I'll still get distracted. So I'm constantly mixing and testing stuff in the background. And then when I'm not doing that, I'm working like 16-hour days, full-time a week. I'm a guardian from my mother, and I have a freaking wife I have to spend time with sometimes too. So, I mean, my schedule is very tight. So I just haven't gotten to the post office yet, but it's going to happen Wednesday, okay? So don't worry. All right, so let's move on. So next flavor I got is Oba Oba. Now, I got this flavor for multiple reasons. Like, I heard it's a very good flavor. Chris, I first heard about this flavor from Chris from DIY Vapor. He was spouting out about it. I also heard that it can work in like some good kind of tang recipes, but I also heard it's like a good candy shell recipe. But everybody kind of said it was kind of a hard one to describe, but they said it's a very good one, especially for candy vapes. So I had to pick it up. And let me tell you, it does smell amazing. It smells definitely candy. It smells like it would go good in an excellent candy vape. Whoa. That is good. Wow, how do... I don't even know how to explain it, guys. But that's awesome. That's awesome. Let me put some more. Oh, what is that flavor? Oh, God. Oh, I can't even say. But supposedly this works well in candy vapes and stuff like that. I'm going to single test it. I'll try to get more information on it, work with it a little bit more and see what it goes good in. But probably definitely a lot of candy vapes. But it's an excellent flavor. It does have like a little taste of orange in there. Can't quite put my finger on it, but excellent flavor. Excellent flavor. Okay, so next up, and you know what? I'm not going to taste all these on the back of my hand because I do want to get to the mixing so you guys can see the mixing part. I know you guys probably don't want to see me just going about flavors that long into a stream. So what I'll do is I'll just show you guys the flavors, and then after that we'll go to the mixing. Okay, so next one up is Flavor Art Butterscotch. That was the next one I picked up. Okay, again, I'm trying to do the butterscotch flavors, butterscotch and caramel flavors more. Again, Country Living really put me onto them. Very good, very tasty. All right, here's a good one. Next up, Flavor Art Lemon Sicily. Okay, everybody always uses lemon Sicily in their recipes, and every time they use lemon Sicily, I'd use this guy right here. Where is it? I'd use this guy right here. Capella Lemon Sicily was the one I always had and the one I brought up with. And Flavor Art had Lemon Sicily and I never tried it. So you best believe that I'm going to do a head-to-head with those two. See the differences, but this one is also raved about. Lemon Sicily is an excellent lemon flavor, so if you're looking into lemons, that's definitely a staple, Lemon Sicily. Make sure you pick that one up. Alright, next is, this one was just a refill, but it's of Flavor Art Cookie. You know, excellent flavor. I'm almost out of this one that I had from before. Just a little bit left. I go through that one quite a bit. Very good flavor. I mean, it's strong. You don't need a lot of it, but just because the amount I use it at, like I use it a lot, so I need more. All right, followed up by Tutti Frutti. Okay, I'm a big mixed berry fan, and I like to try like different like fruit mix, fruit medley type flavors like mixed berry, harvest berry, forest mix, forest fruit, all those type of mixes, all those type of flavors. So I had to pick up Tutti Frutti from Flavor Art. And for the last 30 mil, oh guys, this one, man, this one I'm telling you, this one I am super excited for. I love pound cakes. I love cakes in general, but lemon pound cakes are especially great. And there's something about the bakery notes that Flavor Art does. They just do something right. They always come up with like the reminiscence of like very buttery like flavors, okay? So they have very buttery crust and stuff like that. So they're really good at making like bakeries. Right? And this is Flavor Art Metaphor. Okay, so it's supposed to be like a lemon pound cake. It tastes like cakey. It tastes like a lemon cake, and it tastes like it has like maybe some kind of custard too. But I would actually imagine this would go excellent with Flavor Art custard as well. Like if you want a lemon vape, lemon Sicily Metaphor, Flavor Art custard, I mean, you could get really nice lemon vape like that. Let me tell you. You know what? That's definitely something that I'm going to be working on soon. I probably could end up getting like a full Flavor Art lemon pound cake flavor. Oh man, that's excellent flavor. Excellent flavor. Okay, so now here are the 10 mils. Okay, so I'm going to try to go through these a little bit faster because I don't want to kill you guys with time. Okay, so next up is Flavor Art Cola, followed by Flavor Art Chocolate. Got to find a good chocolate, got to work with them. Still trying to make a good chocolate vape, so Flavor Art Chocolate definitely had to be one. Now, I did have a certain amount I could use when I end up getting these flavors, and I had to stick to a certain thing, so I stuck to flavors that I knew I'd like. So a lot of bakeries, a lot of fruits. I did want to try to get some tobaccos and some like additives, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait for those, and maybe my next round I'll pick those up. But I figured I'd do a lot of the fruits and bakeries first because I usually mix that way, so it worked better for me that way. Okay, next up I did Flavor Art Honey. I'm still trying to make a good pancake vape, honey vape. So I also got maple syrup from Flavor Art. Again, I gotta try Country Living's what is it called? He has a pancake vape thing that I want to try. Alright, next up is Peanut. Gotta love them peanuts. That's Peanut from Flavor Art. Vape Clark says, I know I always ask, and I know you're a busy man. I get it. Are relinquishing the Flavor Note vids. I definitely looking forward to the Flavor Art vids. Yes, hey, Vape Clark, they're coming, man. Everything's coming back. It just takes time. Been going through a lot, but they're all coming back. Definitely trying this week. I know I said that last week, but this week should be the week, okay? Alright, next up is Flavor Art White Peach, okay? Then I got, here's another cakey one, but I wasn't too sure on it. But I did try it on my hand. It did taste pretty good. But I'm going to definitely have to test this one out. And this is Flavor Art Labyrinth. Okay, so that's kind of like another cakey one. Then I got Citrus Mix from Flavor Art. It's supposed to be a citrus blend. Again, I love fruit mixes and stuff like that. So I got Citrus Blend. Or Citrus Mix, sorry. Then I got Morning Sun, which is supposed to be a cream and fruit-like one. Here's a new one and a good one that I'm definitely going to be trying. There's ones that I'm going to be tackling first, probably like in flavor notes wise, and that's going to be One of them is going to be Blood Orange from Flavor Art. That one's coming soon, and I hope this one does get me closer to making my Flintstone recipe. I'm definitely going to have to work it out, but you guys know, if you guys have been a subscriber for a while, that's my one, like, unicorn of mixing that I just can't get right for some reason, and it's the Flintstone from Vape Wild. Now, I've been trying oranges, I'm trying different flavors, I'm trying to figure it out, but I haven't figured it out. So if any of you guys know how to make Flintstone, and like good Flintstone to the point where it's actually like almost similar, let me know. I mean, but if you guys know just how to make a Fruity Pebbles vape, don't bother, because I already know how to make a Fruity Pebbles vape, but it's something about the Flintstone recipe. If you guys tried it, you know what I mean. So, but anyway, so I'm going to try to use Blood Orange to help get me there, but a Flavor Note video is definitely coming down one very soon. I'm going to test it, try it in recipes, and I'll let you know what I think. Here's another good one, Lime Cold Press. Followed up by Summer Clouds. It's another fruit type blend. Then I got Flavor Art Walnut. I got a little bit more of Flavor Art Liquid Amber. I'm still on my first bottle, and it's not all the way empty. And you only use this at a little bit, so you only got 10 ml, because this stuff will last you a while. But this will give you like jelly flavors or fermented flavor notes in your flavors. So if you guys are trying to get like some kind of jelly jam type flavor, or like any kind of fermented fruit, or you want to try to emulsify your fruit, try to get Liquid Amber from Flavor Art. That'll get you there. Some people use black currant as well. You could use either, but I like to use Liquid Amber a little bit better. All right, here's another one that's coming to the Flavor Notes sooner rather than later, and that's Flavor Art Florida Key Lime. That's another new one from Flavor Art. So that one's coming very soon. I'm going to be testing this one right away. And then we got Hypnotic Mist. It's supposed to be another fruit blend. Again, I'm gonna test all these. I'm gonna let you know the differences and all that. I'm gonna do some research on each one. They'll all get their respective videos. All right, followed up by Passion Fruit from Flavor Art. Yeah, what I plan to do is do a lot of micro videos after I like research all these flavors and test them in recipes, and push out multiple ones of these a day. So I'm planning to like really up my video quality and content in speed of between my uploads and all that. All right, so next one is Flavor Art Cantaloupe. All right, here's the only one of Flavor Art that I didn't get, and that's because I needed like what was it, $1.99 or something, and all the Flavor Art 10 mils were like $2.50, and I need like $1.99 more just to use the rest of the gift card. But I do think it's worth mentioning because I heard a lot of good things, and I have tried this one a little bit already, and it's really good, and that's Strawberry Biscuit, okay? It's a Nicotine River branded one, but it's very good, Strawberry Biscuit. Alright, so now back to, the rest are all Flavor Art, okay? So this one's Flavor Art Pomegranate. Followed by Flavor Art Yogurt. Again, I told you I wanted to try to do some yogurts. I have had a lot of people ask me about, hey, why haven't you done some yogurts yet? So I'm going to try to do some yogurts. Condensed milk. You know, creams, we don't have to explain creams. We all know how good creams are and how to mess with them. Alright, so the next one is Apricot from Flavor Art. Grape from Flavor Art. Trying to speed up so I can get to the mixing and get to talking. Followed up by Wine Champagne. Oh, this one. Wine Champagne from Flavor Art. I got this one for a specific reason. I'm not really big into drinking, so I don't really want like an alcohol beverage type thing. But what I've heard about champagne flavors, you add this into like soda flavors, it kind of almost can simulate, at low percentage, it kind of can simulate like a carbonation a little bit. I mean, it's not perfect from what I heard, but it can get you close. So I'm definitely going to check that out and see how real that is and if it really does work like that. Okay, next up, Apple Stark. Looks to me like a red apple. It's called Apple Stark. Cherry from Flavor Art. Watermelon from Flavor Art. Guava from Flavor Art. Royal Orange from Flavor Art. This is another one that's going to be getting a review right away. Royal Orange. Again, also so I can try to get my Flintstone recipe, but also it's a newer one from them. Flavor Art Mango. Almost done, guys. Flavor Art White Grape. Flavor Art Lychee, or Lychee, or however you say it. Depends how fancy you are. Alright, followed up by Pistachio by Flavor Art. I've been loving Pistachio from TFA. I'd love to see how this one compares. Flavor Art Papaya. Flavor Art Vanilla Tahiti. Vanilla Tahiti. Lime Tahiti. Lime Tahiti. Vanilla Classic. 3 more. My arm's getting tired. My arm's getting tired. Coconut from Flavor Art. Cucumber from Flavor Art. Cucumber, I heard, is a really excellent one. Kind of can like brighten mixes up, make them juicier and more crisp, a little bit more refreshing. Definitely gonna try that out. Also, grapefruit from Flavor Art, and that's all she wrote, guys. And just really quick, the ones I've already had is I've had Turon, meringue, Vienna cream, strawberry or red touch strawberry, forest mix, Nonna's caked, whipped cream, fresh cream, Fuji, wow, Zapola, raspberry, custard, almond, black currant, marshmallow, orange, liquid amber again, black cherry, MTS Vape Wizard, bilberry, already said that one, blackberry, let's see, marzipan, nut mix, mandarin, caramel, banana, I already said Zapola, cookie, I already said that, mad fruit, pineapple, kiwi, pear, strawberry taffy, hazelnut. And that's all. That's basically all the Flavor Art I have. Most of the ones I don't have at this point now are the tobaccos, some of the floral ones, and a couple of the additives. But I will be getting those a little bit more down the line, just so I have them and I can try them in different recipes and test them. But definitely, the first few that are coming up right away, I'm going to get to work on these ones right away, is Royal Orange, Blood Orange, and Florida Key Lime. Those ones I'm going to start single testing. I'm also going to test them in some mixes. Some of the recipes I already have that have similar flavors, see the differences. Going to see how they react with other flavors, how they are alone, and then I'm going to make a video and I'm going to suggest, what I feel like good flavor percentages, what they'll work good with, and just generally what I think of them. So that's basically all thanks to Flavor Art for helping me out, seeing, having faith in my channel and seeing something in it and wanting to sponsor me. So again, thank you, Flavor Art, and thank you guys, because without you guys watching and liking what I'm doing, this would really never happen. So thank you. Let me just catch up with the chat real quick and we'll see what's going on. And then we'll talk about the recipe we're making today. And yes, it does have some Flavor Art flavors in it. Alright. I'm sorry. I hope that didn't take too long. I just wanted to, show you guys what's coming. It's generally a first look type deal. Dave Clark asked, what would be your first Flavora flavors? I'm looking into a lot of bakeries right now, so definitely pound cake. I also saw one that I want to test, which is for Flavora, which would be Crunch cereal. There's definitely somebody on the JFM development group who was asking about Crunch cereal, so I definitely want to start testing out that one, especially because I love cereals, but also because she was having some trouble with it, and I want to get my input on it. Definitely, I'm going to be doing a video on the vanilla custard from them right away. And what was the other one? I just can't think of the name of it right now. What is it? I don't know. It escapes me right now. I'm sorry. Alright, so Flintstone seems to Uh, KU says Flintstone seems like Fruity Pebbles and Fruit Circles combination. Knowing that Vape Wild uses mostly Flavor West, you could start there. Yeah, I have tried that. I've actually tried that exact combination, and I've tried multiple percentages, and I've tried it with vanilla bean ice creams and different vanilla bean ice creams, and it's not getting to that taste. Something's wrong. And I thought I was toasted marshmallow, but I put too much toasted marshmallow in once, and I try to put less in, and there's still something missing. I can't put my name on it. And Wayne Walker pushed upon it very accurately in this remix months, because he's been doing a lot of clones this month, because it's supposedly hashtag remix month. Okay, and he made a good point of saying that, like, when you have recipes that have only like maybe 2 or 3 flavors, maybe 4, it's a lot harder than trying to get a more complex ones, because usually you can taste the layers and guess what flavors are in it. But when you have something that might have like less than that, and to get what they're doing, it can be a little bit harder. And knowing Vape Wild is probably something a lot more simpler than I'm actually seeing. Oh yeah, another thing. If you guys aren't already subscribed to Country Living, go make sure you check out his channel, see if you like him, and go subscribe to him. He is trying to make 500 subs by his birthday, and his birthday is coming up soon. He is very closely there, but he is an excellent DIYer. He's already made 2 mixes that I freaking love, and he's really trying to get to that 500 subscriber mark. So make sure you go check him out if you haven't subscribed to him already. Damn, those kids are being monsters right now. I'm sorry, guys. Just got me a 16-ounce bottle of New York cheesecake. Country says, yeah, that's awesome. Alright, let's see. Anything else I missed? Nope, we're good. Alright, stand by for 1 second. I'm just going to get set to mix, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, sorry about that. I tried to talk to my nieces upstairs, see if they could stop banging as much. Hopefully it won't bug you, and I also need a refill of the drink. So let's go over this recipe real quick. We're going to enter into ELR. I actually have it in my phone because, as I said, I usually work off my phone first. And what I call this is serious cereal, okay? So it's an excellent cereal vape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a recipe, and I'm going to share the screen. Alright, let's see. Vape Clerk says, sorry, John. I want to buy 4-ounce bottles of Flavor. What should be first in your opinion? Definitely Flavor Butterscotch, Flavor Blueberry Muffin. For sure. Vanilla Custard I've already tried, but I haven't made a video on it. It's freaking excellent. So I would start with some of those. Also, their berry blend is pretty good. The berry cheesecake's good. Another one that's good. Eggnog. Eggnog's excellent if you're into that. Alright, so we're going to call this Serious Cereal. Cereal. Alright, and we're going to do a 10 ml because I'm still waiting for my bottles. They should have been in today, but unfortunately they didn't. And they said they were going to come on Sunday because it was through Amazon, because I actually tried to get some rushed to me. because I ran out, and I also have more coming from Liquid Barn because I thought I was going to get them here today so I could have them for this video, but unfortunately they didn't, so I have to use a 10 mil. Okay, but I still have 60 mils, well, almost 60 mils left of it, so I'm still good, but I thought I'd have bottles, so that's why I'm using only a 10 mil. But this one, you can definitely feel free to mix in however much you want. I'm doing Max VG. In the first flavor, we're going to be using, oh, hold on, I got tagged. Which green apple do you recommend? Have you tried Flavor Sour Apple? I have Flavor Sour Apple. I haven't tried it. I actually, Flavor Apple Filling. That's definitely a great one to get in a big bottle. I haven't got to Flavor Apples yet. I do have them, but I just haven't got to it yet. So, honestly, I the only one I feel comfortable recommending to you at this point for an apple flavor would be apple filling, but again, that's going to be like a bakery apple, and it's going to have like cinnamon pie notes in it. So, that's going to be something you have to take into consideration. Hey, what's going on? DIY Juice University. What's up, bud? Oh, and Zesty Vapes. What's going on, buddy? Stop flipping tables. Stop flipping tables. Okay, so the first ingredient we're using right now is berry cereal from Perfumer's Apprentice, and we are using this high, but we're using this at 7%. Yes, we are. Excellent flavor, and yes, I've tried cereals in so many different ways. Believe me, I've done this a lot of times. I know what I'm doing. Okay, next up is Fruit Circles. And that's from Flavor Apprentice. And I'm doing this at 2%. Followed by Vanilla Bean Ice Cream. I'm using the regular Vanilla Bean Ice Cream. You can use DX, but I'm sick of checking it from ELR. Anyways, I'm using this at 4% for Vanilla Bean Ice Cream. Followed by Whipped Cream. I'm using whipped cream from Capella, and I'm using this at 2%. And then I'm using Super Sweet. Why didn't using Super Sweet at, where is it? Super Sweet I'm using at 1%. Then I'm doing Strawberry Taffy. I already read that part. Let's see. Okay, yeah, okay. So Strawberry Taffy I'm using at 2%. Followed by Merengue. Using Flavor Art Merengue at 1.5%. And then we're using hazelnuts. And we're using FA Hazelnut, and we're using FA Hazelnut at 0.5%. Then we're using FA Cookie. At 1%. Then we're using acetylpyrazine. 5%, and we're using that at 0.1%. So 0.1. And what was the other one I want to put in? Oh yeah, I did just want to add this one in because I forgot it in my last one, and I already know how this is going to come out, so you guys should just do it. Because I've made cereal so many times. And I'm going to use brown sugar extra. Why doesn't it say extra? Okay, brown sugar extra, and I'm going to use this one at 0.5%. Alright, so here we go. This is the recipe right here. This is a winner chicken dinner. It's going to dance on your taste buds. I'm going to vape some of it right now. The only difference is this last time I forgot my acetylpyrazine and my brown sugar, so I just added that in. But again, I've made cereal so many times. I know exactly what it's going to do, and it's just that thing that's messing up a little bit. Zesty Vapes, thanks for the $2 donation. Oh, listen to him, bro. Yeah, well, he donates so he can highlight it. So he puts it in big blue highlight. Oh, Flavor, I know you're watching. Oh my god, guys. It's freaking amazing. If you love cereals, or if you're looking for a good cereal vape and you haven't found one yet, seriously. Alright. Let's get my gloves on. Let's mix this bad boy. Not wasting time. Ooh, I can mix in my beaker. Alright. Grab my gloves. Ugh, I want to vape that all day, man. It's excellent. See, I kind of took a break for a while from cereals. Like, I haven't had one in a while. So I'm kind of glad I made another one. Okay, let me just save. Okay, where are you? The friggin' light is in my face. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Serious cereal. Yeah, I'm calling this serious cereal. Serious cereal. Just so you guys know, if you guys want to get my attention or ask me a question, make sure you use at JFM Development. That way it tags me and it highlights in red so I know you're trying to ask a question. Because sometimes I know you guys are trying to ask stuff and I don't see it and I miss it and I apologize because I was looking at some of my past streams. You guys were asking me a question, and unfortunately, I didn't know, that you were asking it to me because I missed it because amongst all the other chat, I didn't see it. So make sure if you're trying to ask me a question, use the tag at JFM Development. Okay, so here we are. Let me just put this over here so I can see it. And I'll put the chat over here for a minute so I can see you guys. Okie dokie. I think we're good. Let me just get a little drink. Gotta love that crush. Oh yeah. Alright, so first we're gonna turn on the scale. Make sure it's balanced out to 0. And the first ingredient, oh yeah, I forgot, ELR mixes everything up on me. First ingredient we're using, again, we're using only 10 mils. I'm making only 10 mils right now. But the first ingredient we're using is acetylpyrazine because ELR puts everything in alphabetical order. But the first ingredient is acetylpyrazine, and we're using it at 0.1%. But what I'd like to do is I put it in the calculator as 0.1%, but when I use acetylpyrazine, usually I use it at 1 drop per 10 mils. So since we're only doing 10 mils, I am just going to put literally 1 drop. And that's all she wrote, okay? So 1 drop. Boom. That's all you need. Just 1 drop. It just kind of helps bring out the cereal notes. Brings out grain. Basically, that's all acetylpyrazine is. It's like a nutty, grainy mix, okay? Alright, so the next ingredient we're using is the berry cereal from TFA. It's one of the best. I have made a video testing out these two side by side, berry cereal and the berry cereal one from Flavor West, to try out the differences. If you have missed that, make sure you guys go check that out. But this one I used at 7%. It's an excellent berry cereal flavor. It's probably my favorite. And I am at 0.73 grams. There we go, 0.73. Tear that out. Followed by brown sugar extra from TFA. Another excellent flavor. Definitely a staple. Pick some of this up too. Especially if you're into cereals and bakeries. This one's definitely necessary. This one I used it at 0.5% or 0.05. So just a little bit. Alright. So 3 drops got me there. Tear that out. Followed up by Cookie from Flavor Art. Again, it's just the way I'm using this here, it's just building up that cereal, those cereal notes, okay? So I'm using Cookie here at 1% or 0.11 grams. There you go, 4 drops. Got me to 0.11. Tear that out. Followed up by Vanilla Bean Ice Cream from TFA. Vanilla bean ice cream from TFA. And this is in at 4%, okay? So 4% vanilla bean ice cream. That's 0.40 grams. There we go. Vanilla bean ice cream's in. It's probably my favorite vanilla bean ice cream just because the price and the quality of the flavor. So with price and quality in mind, TFA is definitely the best. Now, Capella is definitely a great contender, but it is more expensive, and for just how good it is, better than it, it's really not much. But they do have their different purposes. But I definitely more or less go towards TFA vanilla bean ice cream more than I go towards Capella. Like, you know, when I'm going to grab an ice cream flavor, I'll grab TFA more than I'll grab any other flavor. But Capella is good as well. All right, so next up is Fruit Circles from TFA. And Fruit Circles is definitely the better of the two from TFA for Fruity Pebbles type, Fruit Loop type flavor. They do have Fruit Circles with milk, but some people get off taste by the Fruit Circles with milk. So if you're worried about that, just pick up the regular Fruit Circles. This is in at 2% or 0.20 grams. There we go. 0.20. Tear that out. Next up is Hazel Grove. Again, hazelnut in your cereals, people. It just gives that little bit extra. Definitely, if you're into cereals, try adding just a little sprinkle of hazelnut. It'll do wonders. So this is at 0.5% or 0.05. So probably 2 drops. 1, 2. Oh. Okay, now we'll get a little more hazelnut than I expected. But again, 0.5%, that's where you want to be. Tear that out. Next up is meringue. Flavor Art meringue. If you smell Flavor Art meringue and you just smell it, it smells like cereal milk, guys. Come on. This stuff goes, this is like bread and butter, okay? They just work together. Smells like cereal milk. If you don't put meringue in your cereals, try it, seriously. So Flavor Art meringue, 1.5%, so 0.15 grams. Yeah, there we go. Flavor Art meringue's in. Tear that out. Followed up by strawberry taffy, just to give it a little bit of mouthfeel. I just used a little bit of it. And to give it a little bit more strawberry, but especially for that mouthfeel, I've been learning strawberry taffy does really good there. So 2% or 0.20 grams. There we go. 0.20. Next up is Super Sweet. Super Sweet, again, it's a sweetener, just used to sweeten up the vape. It's totally optional, but I like to use it at 1%. That's probably the max I would take Super Sweet, so 0.11 grams. Can't wait for more to come in because I'm actually running out. Alright, tear that out. Last but not least, we're using vanilla whipped cream from Capella. We're using this at 2% or 0.20 grams. There we go. Next up is the nicotine. I'm using 100 milligram nicotine suspended in PG. So you want to shake it well. If it was in VG, you'd want to shake it even more. Now when you're using concentrated nicotine in this concentration, you want to make sure at minimum you're wearing gloves. Keep that out of reach of children and pets. And just don't get it on your skin. And if you do, make sure you rinse it off immediately and just take it slow. Try to be as accurate with this stuff as possible. This is probably the most important part of your mix as it's the most dangerous. Okay, so for the nicotine, we're looking for 3 milligrams in a 10 milliliter solution, so we need 0.31 grams. Okay, there we go. Nicotine's in. And today we're doing a Max VG blend. Max VG blend, that's right. So by the time everything's all said and done, it'll turn out to be like an 80-20. Alright, so we need 9.51 grams, but the bottles I'm using are very small, so I'm probably going to put 8 grams of VG in. Just to give myself a little bit of room, because the bottles are very small and there's like no room. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to switch up the camera and mix it up, and we'll try it out. Alrighty. So, what do you guys think of that? Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, Zesty, man. When what happened was, see, I should have like multiple cameras and like some zoomed in and everything, so I can do like replays of when I'm mixing. He's like, on the replay, here's what happened really, really wrong. When he went to squeeze that bottle, he used his thumb positioned too far on the bottle, and what happened was it squirted out way more than 0.5% of hazelnut. No, but seriously, I didn't mean to put that much hazelnut in. I accidentally overpoured. It happens from time to time. We all make mistakes when we mix. Even me, we all do. But I accidentally put a little bit more hazelnut than I wanted to. It ended up putting in 4 times the amount of hazelnut I wanted to, and it turned out to be 21.21% rather than, what was the percent I wanted? 0.05. So literally 4 times the amount. So it's not going to be exactly what I intended to, but, you know, things happen. I can definitely smell the hazelnut. It does smell good though, guys. It smells good. Alright. So I'm just going to vape the one I already had because I already know how this is going to turn out because, as I've already said, I have this already mixed up in a 60 ml batch. And I did overpour on the hazelnut. And so it's not really going to be true to what it's actually supposed to be. But, alright, here I'm going to drip on it and I'm going to talk to you guys about it. Alright, so KUS at JFM Development. Have you tried to use black cherry as the top note on a cereal or cream? I've used FA black cherry and TPA black cherry. I always get a syrup note even at a low percent. Yeah, you know what was suggested to me when using black cherry is if you still, even at like very low percentages, if you still get like a very harsh note, try actually diluting it down in PG. Okay, so in other words, use less. Like, put it into a 10% solution with PG, and then try to use it at normal percentages. And then that way it'll dilute it down, and it should be a lot more manageable to work with. I kind of haven't worked with black cherry lately because usually I get the same results. I've actually been quite scared to, but that's what I've been suggested to me, so that's what I'm going to suggest to you. Well, Zesty Vapes, of course he's going to say it's cherry Kool-Aid. He has a good cherry Kool-Aid mix, but his is the exception. He actually uses a lot of black cherry, and actually works out well. So, I mean, it really depends on the recipe you're trying to do, but a lot of the circumstances, black cherry is a hard flavor to work with. Granny Vape says, Granny Vapes now says Granny Vape Vlogs. Anyways, just noticing that. She says, some of those accidents have given me breakthroughs on flavors. Yeah, hey, you know what? That's actually happened to me before, too. You know, sometimes you'll make a mistake, or you'll put together a recipe and you'll think it's good, and it tastes nothing like you thought it would, but it comes out excellent. Tasting like something completely different. Anyway, so, to this recipe. It's a nice and creamy, nice and thick cereal vape, okay? It's not like your average chicken shit cereal vape. This is like, I fucking love cereal vapes, but I wish they could be better, more tasty, more punch in the face. That's what this is for you, okay? It's an excellent cereal vape. It actually tastes very close to Serial Killer. After it's steeped, I kid you not, Serial Killer from 92 South, it tastes very similar. Like, to me, I bet if I put some blueberry notes in there, yep, this I have it right here. Serial Killer from 92 South Vapes. Okay, I tried it, and it's like supposedly the coveted serial killer mix. So this is kind of more of a serial killer type cereal, but it's almost there, but it just needs a little bit punch of blueberry, and I think it would go perfect. But I wasn't trying to go like serial killer because honestly, I tried serial killer, and it's not really my cup of tea. Like, I think this one's better. I like this one better. I like the taste of it. This one I haven't got sick of. Like, I'll try that one. I don't know if it's just the way their blueberry is in it or whatever, but I get sick of that flavor. This one, I don't. I just don't. But this one, it tastes like a cereal in milk. Like, you get the milk. This isn't your cereal that's dry. It's very milky, very creamy, and that's what you got here. So yeah, guys, mix this thing up for sure. It's gonna give you a nice holiday vape. You know what? I'm gonna make it public right now so you guys can do that because I actually didn't put it public. But yeah, I love this vape. It's a good vape. It does run a little bit high, but you know what? I don't want to change it. I don't. You know, I'm not scared to push the boundaries. Like, you know, there are gonna be times where you might push the boundaries of how much flavor you should put into a recipe because you know it's good. Now, should you change that because you're worried about people being like, oh, that guy used too much flavor, that recipe must not be good? Like, no, I'm not going to change the way I mix because I know what I mix is good. I don't need the security of people not knowing what they're talking about or hearing a guideline and thinking that's the way all recipes have to be. Because yes, as a guideline, even I say it, you know what, 20%, 15%, depending on what flavor company you're using. If I was using all Flavor Art, if I was using all Flavora, no. You guys have seen my Flavora and Flavor Art flavors, okay? Like, I can show you right now, my eggnog one or whatever. It goes to, like, I think, like 12%, 13%. Yeah. I did have other flavors other than just Flavora flavors in there, so it got a little bit higher, but it would be even less if I just used Flavora. My whole point is when people say 20%, as a guideline or 15% as a guideline, it's only a guideline, and it's very, very controversial because it depends on what flavors you're using, what company of flavors you're using. And when it comes to cereals, I've been doing cereals for so long, I know exactly how they work, what's going to happen. And yeah, even if I'm pushing 21.6%, or if this was like, say, a strawberry and cream vape, you might push higher percentages, but you can get it to work because of the flavors and what you're using. It just really highly depends on what you're using. So yeah, I'm okay with that. 21% tastes excellent. I'm not going to change a thing. So before anybody says anything, I'm good with it. I've been trying to make, Crispy says, been trying to make Honey Nut Cheerios. Any ideas? Yeah. You know what? I'd probably use like combination of probably Cereal 27, maybe check out some different honeys, or you could actually try using a flavor like Honey Circles from TFA. See if that gets you close. I haven't personally made a honey cereal yet. I've literally made, I've made like special K-type blends with like fruits and nuts, and I try to make like a, what was it called? You know that cluster one, the honey nut cluster or cluster. I forgot what the cereal is called, but basically I made one like that before and it came out excellent. You know, you use a combination of like cereal flavors, honey, almonds, oats, and like use so many different flavors and you can get some good results. But that's probably where I'd start. Try out honey cereal, honey circles from TFA. Try out maybe some just like the straight Captain flavors from other companies. Also check out, definitely use some acetylpyrazine there. You're going to need to build some grainy notes. And try out some honeys, and you know, you're going to have to fool around with it. Brown sugar would probably work awesome in that one as well. Matt Williams, all flavors and companies are different. Some flavors are at 1.5% and the main note and the mix and it's strong as hell. Yeah, exactly. Again, Matt, and everybody, it really depends on what you're using. I've had Flavora mixes, okay? Just Flavora mixes I've mixed up. And I think the percentages of the whole entire mix was even less than 10%. It was like maybe 6-7%. and it was strong and it was tasty, and it was just like any other, 20%, 15% mixed with any other company. So honestly, it's all subjective. It really depends on what you're using. There's too many variables, but it's a guideline, and that guideline is used for new people. When people are new to mixing and they don't know how the flavors are going to act with each other and what they're used at, and they didn't do their flavor notes, that's the guideline. So people don't go over that and then over flavor or get muting or anything like that, which makes a lot of sense. But there are some circumstances where you can do it, and then there are some circumstances where you can over flavor to the point where your flavors either get muddled or you can't taste any of the other flavors and they're pointless. But then there's some flavors where you do that on purpose because you're trying to build a new flavor using some of those flavors. Like, say for example, in this flavor I'm using like cookie and what was it? Using cookie and acetylpyrazine and stuff like that, not to taste the cookie, but for the cookie to actually assist in the acetylpyrazine to assist in that cereal flavor. Same thing with the brown sugar. It's all to assist. It's not mainly meant to be a cookie flavor. You see what I'm saying? What? Oh, don't bring this up. K. says, what makes the e-juice premium? Or to say it so. Okay, let me tell you guys this right now. And I don't care who hears me say this because it's a fact. Hold on, let me just bring this over here. I really want to touch upon this because this is a funny question. Not a funny question, but this is a good question. All right, what makes a premium e-juice? Absolutely nothing. Premium. The word premium in e-juice is a marketing term. It's a scam, okay? There is no such thing as premium e-juice. If you go to companies like Vape Wild, or you go to companies like I can't even think of a big company right now. Whatever. Why can't I think of a fucking company right now? Whatever. If you go to a budget e-liquid company and you go to a more expensive e-liquid company, the difference in them is absolutely nothing. There is no such thing as premium e-liquid. Now, do cheaper companies, like budget companies like Vape Wild or Mount Baker Vapor, do they use cheaper flavor companies to keep the costs low? Probably. They probably use companies like Flavor West or TFA, while other companies might use Capella, maybe some flavor art, but probably Capella and stuff like that. Not a lot of companies use Flavor and all those other flavors unless they're specialty companies and they have really complex mixes, and you'll be able to tell when you vape them. But what makes an e-liquid premium compared to what you make here? Nothing. It's not true. The only difference you might have is the quality of their bases or nicotine. But usually the bases like VG all come from the same place, because there's only like 2 places in the world that actually produce VG. I forget, I think one might be Peru and another somewhere else. But there's only 2 basic places in the world that actually produce VG. And then there's the nicotine. The nicotine is probably the biggest factor. Depending on the quality of the nicotine is going to definitely determine if an e-liquid is going to be good or not. There are places where like have really bad nicotine, it's peppery, and it totally messes up your e-liquid. And then there's other places where it's really good. So definitely the nicotine is probably the only factor that really can maybe dictate if a liquid is quote unquote premium. But other than that, there's absolutely no difference. It's a marketing term. I think I'm getting messages. 5 points. Okay, thank you. Thank you for saying a name. For some reason I just drew a blank. Again, that's because I mix all my stuff now. I don't need to know these companies' names. Like, I mix my own premium e-liquid, I don't need these companies, because honestly, compared to companies... DIY E-Juice University. Come on, bro. No, DIY E-Juice University says fancy label and extra sweetener equals premium e-liquid. Yes. That is definitely a big problem with the commercial market. A lot of those companies definitely do. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They like to use a lot of sweetener in their liquids to compensate. And I'm not talking about like a lot of sweetener, like 1%, Capella Super Sweet. I mean like 3% Capella Super Sweet, or freaking like 5% freaking TFA sweetener. Like this is the controversial part in DIY e-liquid, because I'm the exact opposite, and I'm one of the ones who went against the grain when it comes to this. But there are a lot of people who don't like sweetener, and that's fine. You don't like the vape sweet juices, hey, fine. But I like the vape sweet juices, so I'll throw sweetener in my liquids. I don't care. I know the drawbacks. It's fine. I'm going to vape something to keep myself off cigarettes the way I like to. So there's that. So there's nothing wrong with if you like sweetener, but a lot of these companies usually have really crappy mixes, and they over sweeten it to the point where they're trying to hide up mistakes. So yeah, definitely fancy label extra sweetener. I see that. But there's nothing wrong with sweetener if you like it. Just putting it out there. Slushy Vape says, I use Nick Select. Hey, I use Nick Select too. That's my favorite nicotine. Definitely. Liquid Barn and Nicotine River do sell Nick Select. But if you go to Liquid Barn, if you go to Liquid Barn and use code JFM15, you get 15% off all the time using my code. So you can get even cheaper nicotine. John Phenom says, I use Carolina Extract. I actually heard about that company. I've never tried it, but I've heard about it. See, I'm re-dripping again. This is how much I love this stuff. When I say I like something, I don't play. If you see me not like something on my channel, I'm always like, hey, I gotta let it steep a little bit. I gotta see how it changes and all that other stuff, because that's when I know I might have made something that didn't come out so good, or that I'm still kind of like on the edge about. But this stuff, excellent. Excellent. All day vape for sure, especially if you love cereals. He says, KU says, when you think about it, our brain craves sweetener, so the more you add, the more it goes for the addiction. So it works well for the companies. Yeah, it works for my sweet tooth too. You know how, seriously, I mean, you can't really tell because I'm actually a bigger dude, okay? So you guys know I like to eat, fine, whatever. It's not, you know what, I don't even eat that much. The problem is I eat at shitty times, okay? And I eat all at once. I don't eat all throughout the day, which is bad for your metabolism. Anyways, besides personal stuff, I like sweets, okay? I used to love snacking on different snacks, okay? But ever since I started vaping, I know you can't see it, but I stopped snacking as much, okay? I don't snack on like those little Debbie things or anything like that. Like, I get all my sweets and stuff through my vape. So, I mean, there's that. I mean, I don't know if technically that's more healthier for you. The one question I do have, though, which I honestly don't know, and I'm actually really interested in finding out, is if you're putting sweetener in your e-liquids and you're ingesting them, are you still ingesting any calories or anything like that? Like, does it still ingest the same way even if it's not in your stomach? I don't know, but it's interesting to find out. I would kind of be interested in seeing if there's any studies on sweetener and e-liquid and if it gives you calories and stuff like that. I mean, I've been vaping sweet juices for a long time now, and it's not like I became a diabetic or anything, but then again, it's not natural sugar, so it's definitely something interesting I would like to find out. Hey, Joshua Vapes, what's going on, man? You know, if you guys don't know Joshua Vapes, he actually has been doing some mixing videos on his channel. That's how I actually found him, but come to find out, he's been a subscriber, and I kind of watched some other videos from him. Make sure you guys go check him out. Joshua Vapes, he's a fellow New Englander. I'm from Rhode Island. He's from Boston, I think. But he has the channel, and he's doing some cool stuff. He seems like a very down-to-earth and honest dude. So, yeah, go check him out if you guys don't know who Joshua Vapes is. He seems like he's pretty cool. John Phenom asks, what am I dripping? Hey, John Phenom, that's what I'm saying. I'm dripping my, the one I just released, the one I just made now. It's a Serious Cereal. I just released on ELR. I just mixed it up. It's kind of like a serial killer-esque kind of vape, but it's better. It tastes, if you add a little bit of blueberry, you probably could get 9 South Vape serial killer type flavor, but I didn't want to go that way because I got sick of that one. But this one, it's excellent. It's a thick, creamy cereal. It's nice. Very nice. Jasmine 1985. I'm wondering if food coloring would do anything to you as far as vaping. Is it safe? I've never used food coloring, but it's not as good to go as I'm anything. Alright. Food coloring. Now, there are different places that offer coloring for your liquid. I know Juice Cabin in the UK for a while was promoting coloring for your liquids, and companies like Loran's oils, they actually have some coloring in some of their flavors, but the ones that are meant for DIY are actually colorless. But here's the thing, I don't think there are as many studies on saying on how bad they are for you or if they are or not. But the logic is the less harm you do, the less harm it is. So in other words, like, I don't know if it's really bad, but it's something extra that you kind of don't want. Like, why risk it for that? So there's no study that I've seen that actually proves it's bad, but it's just putting more that's unnecessary that you're inhaling into your lungs that is just like really necessary just for the looks. If you want to get colored e-liquid, I'd more suggest like going onto some sites and looking for a colored glass for like your atomizer or something, and then you can get a cool colored glass. Try to get a colored glass over coloring your e-liquid. It's probably safer for you. I mean, again, I haven't seen any personal studies saying that coloring your e-liquid is bad, but I've heard people like not really for it, and I'm kind of not for it either because you're inhaling it into your lungs. So I would stay away from it. Just unnecessary. Dave Clark says at JFM Development, is Alpine Strawberry a super concentrate of ripe strawberry, or is it better? That shit is so expensive. Okay, Dave Clark, Alpine Strawberry. Alpine Strawberry is nothing like Strawberry Ripe. It's its own strawberry flavor. I wouldn't even be able to begin to explain it to you. In other words, it tastes like a very authentic strawberry, but it's like, to me, if I would have to explain it, it tastes like a very, very fresh, picked right off the vine, like maybe just right before it's like ripe. Just like right before the strawberry is ripe. That's what it tastes like in a strawberry. It tastes like a very fresh strawberry, okay? And it is super strong. Like, I mean super strong. Like, you could use the one drop in a 30 mil, and that's all you need. Like, this stuff is super strong. Like, if you know any super concentrates and you've ever used them, it's nothing compared to that, okay? Nothing. Like, this stuff is, like, ridiculously strong. Like, I've used a few drops since I've had it, and I still have pretty much a full bottle. So, is the price worth it? I mean, that's up to you. How much are you making strawberry vapes? How much are you going to use it? It's a good question. But what I can tell you is you are getting a lot more for your money than you think you are, just for the fact is you don't have to use it. And I'm not talking to you like, oh, it's like real flavors and they're like, oh yeah, 1 to 2.5% that they put in their bottle, which I think is complete crap. Or it's like other flavors where they're like, oh yeah, use that 1%, use that 0.5%. No. This stuff is completely out of any of those leagues, okay? This stuff is literally so strong, it's nothing like you've ever tried. Completely strong, okay? So is it worth the money? Yeah. If you like strawberries, yeah. It's good strawberry flavor. But I mean, it is an investment when you first buy it. Jasmine 1985 says, I did a science experiment with my daughter for her high school project, sugar water and added food coloring. People swore red was strawberry, green was lime, etc. Okay. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Okie dokie. Alright, guys. So, that about wraps it up. I did my mix. I talked about flavor art, some flavor art videos coming. They're going to have they're sponsoring a live stream a week. So, my weekly live streams, there's going to be some flavor art content in them. I'm also going to be doing the flavor note videos, and definitely those 3 flavor art flavors are coming sooner. I'm also going to be bringing some more, knocking stuff over. I'm going to also be bringing some more flavor notes back to the live stream. I already listed the ones that I'm going to be going about first. Definitely ones that have been really, really good. if you guys want to go check out Flavor Art, make sure you check out the link in the description. That's for Flavor Art in North America. The link, you check out their Clearstream program. They talk about interesting stuff about how different vape flavors affect you and all that great stuff. So it's an excellent read. Definitely gather as much information about mixing as possible. It definitely helps. Also, next time you go shopping, check out Flavor Art, man. I mean, they help out the community. As you can see, they help out my channel. They help out other channels, too, like Jen over at Flavor Pro. I mean, they're a really good company. Make sure you go support them next time you go shopping. I mean, they have excellent staple flavors I use all the time. So, it's not just... I'm not just getting sponsored by them because of flavors. It's because I actually use the flavors and have experience with them. And they're good. So, I wouldn't go behind a company where I think it's kind of like, iffy. Like... Flavor West, like, come on. Flavor West approaches me, no, sorry, I'm not going with you. I mean, they have yellow cake, but a lot of their other flavors are kind of so yeah. Anyways, so check out Flavor Art. Make sure you check out the links in the description. Had definitely some savings to JFM 15 from Liquid Barn. Also, there's a link to eSig Express, which helps out the channel if you buy stuff from them, and Amazon if you need bottles or anything like that, or whatever. Just thank you for stopping by and watching. Make sure you give a thumbs up to the video, you comment, and you support your other content creators, such as Country Living, Gentleman Z Liquid. We got Joshua Vapes in the stream. Make sure you go check him out, subscribe to him, and help Country Living. Let's help Country Living get to 500 subscribers by his birthday. He's about maybe 2 weeks away, I think. But let's get him there. Let's get him to 500 subscribers. We can do it, guys. We can do it. Let's share the love, share the community. If you guys have any requests for any recipes, say you're working on a recipe and you want me to highlight it on the channel and you think it's really good, hit me up. Hit me up on the JFM Development Just Friggin' Mix group. It's right there. Check it out, okay? Go to that group. Become part of the community. And if you have a recipe, you're like, hey, I really want this one on a video. I'm really proud of it. I will get it on a video for you. I'll either get it on a live stream or another video, but we'll get it in a video. We're all about the community here. We're trying to build our community, help it out. So if you're mixing something, you're mixing somebody else's mix, leave a comment on it. Rate the recipe. Let's build a beautiful community. Let's advocate. Let's advocate for the mixers. Let's advocate for vaping, okay? We don't want to lose it, guys. We need to support our local law and local legislations. We need to fight it. We need to fight it. So make sure you go to like Assad.org or Not Blowing Smoke and all those great sites and make sure you're fighting for your right to vape. And you support your local coil builders, and you just, be cool, guys. Come on. All right, guys. So that about wraps it up. Make sure you put a like and subscribe on the video. And until next time. Hey, country, check this out. Just keep on vaping and living, baby. I'm just kidding. Peace.